I have great relationship with the Mexican people. I have many people working for me. You can look at the job in Washington. I have many legal immigrants working for me. Many of them come from Mexico. They love me, I love them. And I'll tell you something, if I get the nomination, I'll win the Latino vote. I will win it because I'm going to create jobs. Hillary Clinton is not going to be able to create jobs, I will tell you right now. Neither is Jeb Bush going to be able to create jobs. I will create jobs, and the Latinos will have jobs that they don't have right now, and I will win that vote.
All right, folks, joining us now, David Horowitz, founder of the David Horowitz Freedom Center, editor of Front Page Magazine, and author of You're Going to Be Dead One Day, a love story. David, good to talk to you again. So what's your take on Mr. Trump?
I love Donald Trump. I think he's probably going to be a big problem for Republicans, but I just wish that every Republican had the fire in the belly that he has and the no back down attitude. I can only think of Ann Coulter as somebody who will not back down. You know, he could have crafted the initial statement a little better. But look, people don't believe anymore in our political leaders. And I'm talking about conservatives. What conservative believes that the Republican is going to stand up and fight this? The Democrats are destroying the country. And they're not doing it at a slow pace anymore. It's pretty rapid. Where are the Republican fighters? All Republicans know how to do is to back off and dissociate themselves from anybody who comes under the attack of the left. I mean, of course, we have massive crime problem. No country in the world doesn't have borders except for America. You know, there's disease epidemics that nobody's talking about. Diseases like tuberculosis that were cured, that are rampant now because you're not testing people who come through the border. There's no country that would live with this, but the whole Democratic Party is behind it, and Republicans are too timid to stand up and you know, call a spade a spade.
No, absolutely. I mean,
take this killing in San Francisco. There are 200 sanctuary cities. These are traitor cities. These are Democrat-run cities who decided we're not going to, you know, protect America's sovereignty. We're going to make up our own rules. And they have been in business. I mean, I wrote about this in 2004 in Unholy Alliance. They've been in business over 10 years doing this. There have been Republicans in office. Bush was in office. He didn't do anything about it. Republicans have majorities in both houses. They haven't done anything about it. These are traitor cities, and people need to call them to account. Well, why isn't somebody calling? I mean, we have a small voice at the Freedom Center. But for the prosecution of the sheriff of San Francisco, of the mayor of San Francisco, and of every member of the Board of Supervisors who backs the sanctuary policy. This is defiance of the law. We live in, you know, our society is becoming increasingly anarchical under Obama. We understand his motives. He doesn't like this country. He wants us to lose. But why are Republicans why aren't they standing up? So I think what Trump is doing, he's galvanizing the base, obviously, and he's setting, you know, he's setting a standard. I wish he had been more careful in his initial remark, but if, you know, you understand what Trump is saying, and it's correct. In California, I mean, they're bankrupting our government. We keep raising taxes because you have so many people coming in on welfare, so many people pouring into the public school system who aren't even here legally. And why do people on the right use that term undocumented workers? First of all, a lot of them are not working. They're just collecting welfare checks. Second of all, it's not as though they lost their documents or somebody forgot to document them. They came here illegally. Well, you know, Ann Coulter has just written a book which lays this out.
Adios, America.
Yeah, and that's right. We're saying goodbye to our country.
In many respects, we certainly are. And here's another bonus for you. On Thursday next week, Barack Obama is going to Oklahoma to visit a federal prison as part of his effort to overhaul the criminal justice system. And the Washington Post says he's likely to commute the sentences of dozens of quote-unquote non-violent drug offenders. And I think he's going to do much, much more of that on his way out the door.
Yeah, look, the drug laws probably need to be reformed. There's too many people in jail for really minor offenses. But what Obama's doing, he's letting murderers out on the street. He's let something like 121 murders have been committed by people that he let off the hook. Why aren't Republicans holding them to account? You have to start by calling things by their right names.
Let me give you another one, David, real quick. The poor woman who was murdered in San Francisco. Obama has said nothing. He sent no one to the funeral service when he is sent to. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. To your point, we got to go in a second. Where are the Republicans coming out en masse and saying, where's the president denouncing the murder of this white woman at the hands of this Mexican immigrant? Where are they?
There's Megyn Kelly and Steve Maltzberg.
Well, and David Horowitz. That's a good threesome there. Maybe we could do a law firm. Hey, David, great to talk to you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Michael Warren is next, folks. But first, Donald Trump continues to rise in the polls. Could he win the nomination? Does he have your vote? We want you to vote for your favorite candidate in the Newsmax poll. Here's what you do. You go to newsmaxpolls.com. That's newsmaxpolls.com and cast your vote. And we'll give you the results as soon as all the voting has concluded. Newsmaxpolls.com. We are coming back.